My dear respected Ravi Shankar ji, dear Kiran ji, respected Chandrasekhar ji, Madam Indra ji, Sunil ji, Sushil ji, and all other members of the organizing team for this great function. My dear friends from the Northeast, ladies and gentlemen, and friends from the media. Well, first of all, let me express my sincere, heartfelt gratitude to the organizers, Sunil ji and Sushil ji, for giving me this privilege to be with all of you today evening. I thought there was a program for celebration of the coming Christmas and New Year. That was what I was told. I never thought there are going to be speeches and all here. But anyway, it has been a great moment for me in recent past also. While I was campaigning, I had the privilege to be at one of your functions. That was a celebration and a festival for the Northeast. Although I have been in Delhi for so many years, I was born and brought up here. But that was the first occasion when I had attended a real grand festival from the Northeast. And without any exaggeration, I can say that that was probably one of those great memorable functions, at least in my memory, that one of the best functions that I have attended in my life in Delhi, with huge enthusiasm amongst the people, participants, grand function, and everything was so sober, and I would say it's really beyond my vocabularies to actually be able to describe the type of pleasure that I got. I stayed there for at least an hour or so. I don't know what complex Mr. Kiran is talking about. If I have to love someone, my first love would be definitely people from the Northeast. So why do they have this complex? I really don't know. Because India is such a great country. Here, if you travel 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, it's not that between Delhi and Northeast. While traveling from Delhi to any state in the Northeast, you travel just 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers. You will see that things will start changing. Your hat will change, your coat will change, your pant will change, everything. Your dress will change, your food habits will change, your language will change, how you behave will change, how you talk will change, your gods will change, and gods change so frequently that even in the family, father will have someone else to pray to, and the mother will have someone else to pray to. The young man will go to some other temple. We have 33 crores in this country. There is so much of diversity of everything. And even after 1,000 years of, you can say, foreign invasion or whatever you call it, Mughals and the English people ruling over our country, we have seen that we have been able to maintain this great unity in spite of this wide diversity. And I have been fortunate to have witnessed that in the city, because when we talk about our capital, we can really call it the real mini India, where you can actually see that if you have to see something happening at one place in one city, a unique example of how India is and how India behaves. These small incidents which happen here and there, which are unfortunately somehow blown out of proportion also. They are aberrations in our society. But generally, we have lived all these thousands of years maintaining our greatness in the most dignified manner. And I think Kiranji is right when he says that we should probably ignore these small things. When we say that we are born in India, I consider it as a great privilege. To be an Indian, this is something which those who are born anywhere else in the world don't enjoy. We have a great glorious past, great culture, great history. We have been in every field of, you can say, social life. You talk of anything. You talk of science, you talk of culture, you talk of art, you talk of trade, you talk of commerce, you talk of medicine. I can discuss and deliberate about any subject. We are and we were the word power in everything. We have taught to the whole world the best in education, the best in medicine, best in surgery. We still, I think, can boast of having the best art and culture in this country. Manners, everything. This is a country where people used to say that nobody was even blamed for ever speaking a lie. This is what I have seen written in books about our great country. So we always have to feel proud about our country. And in the political system, we always feel that it was our fortune that we got associated with an organization like BJP, or maybe the RSS, or maybe ABVP, as Kiranji was mentioning. Those who have been in college, they might have got in touch with the ABVP. This is a party or an ideology where you will never see anybody compromising on values, compromising on the importance of society, compromising about our nationalistic ideals or about the welfare of our nation. Even for political gains, in every party you will find that people have tried to break up this great unity of this country. Somebody will come up with a caste plan, somebody will come up with a language plan, somebody will come up with a state plan, somebody will come up with anything, whatever he can think of, to actually divide the country in a subtle manner. But our greatness, which we have inherited from our ancestors and our great leaders and great saints, and of course the blessings of the great gods, I think we have been able to preserve that. And 2013, and when we are talking about literally on the eve of Christmas or on the eve of New Year 2014, 2014 I believe is going to be a great year in the history of this great country, where a lot of things will change. From a country which might have forgotten its glorious past and the glorious values, it is going to get along on a path where it is going to become a superpower once again, where its future is going to be better than its glorious past under Mr. Narendra Modi. And that's what I think we could probably, in functions like this, it may not be a political function, but when we talk of Narendra Modi ji, or when we talk of our future, I can say without any bias or prejudice that it is only BJP or leaders like Narendra Modi ji, under the guidance of our great leaders like Atal ji and Advani ji, who can actually transform this great nation We are right now plagued with so many issues where everybody feels frustrated, nothing can happen in this country. I think he and many BJP leaders have shown that everything can change. We only need to have a strong resolve. We need to have a strong determination. We need to have sincerity. We need to have commitment. And we have to revisit our pledge. We need to revisit our vision, thinking, and revise if at all there is a need for revision, and start committing ourselves a little bit for the sake of the society, for the sake of human welfare, for the sake of our nation. We are all already doing a lot for ourselves, but a little bit of contribution from each one of us for the sake of our country is definitely going to help this country transform itself into a huge nation. This is what all great people have predicted about this country, and this is what even people in the West, if you go into the depth of what America thinks now, they also feel that by 2020 India is going to be the biggest economic power of the whole world. And I think for that everybody, whether it is a man from the northeast or whether it is a man born in Delhi or whether it is in Kashmir or whether it is in Kerala, all of us have to contribute. As Dr. Harshvardhan, I can only promise you two things. Right now we don't have a government here, means I am not part of any government, so I have more time for all of you. So any problem of any nature, any magnitude, any severity, you can always count on our support. Each one of you, any one of your friend, any leader, you can come and meet me anytime. You can call me all the time. My mobile is round the clock. I never switch it off. And all these problems that we actually come across, we feel really sad about it. We feel bad about it. That people are somehow knowingly or unknowingly discriminated against because of I don't know what reasons. But I feel that that is not the general, actual, real and the honest sentiment of those who live in the city. I was born in the city and I have grown in the city. People in this city who actually are born and brought up here, they have nothing against anybody. They all respect and love all other Indians coming from various parts of the city. So all these small things happening here and there, we should take them as aberrations and try to contribute in a positive manner to remove these aberrations and see that the great feeling of this unity in diversity of this country is maintained and restored back in the capital as well as all over the country in the most dignified manner. Any problems that have to be taken up at the party level, we have leaders like Ravi Shankar Prasad ji and so many here at the national level, our national president, all of us, your representatives from the northeast. We have seen people like Chandrasekhar ji who has dedicated his whole life for the sake of northeast. We have seen him working for the betterment of the people of northeast. He conveys your problems, he conveys your feelings to the party. We have seen people like Kiran ji, who are talking all the time about your issues, raising them at party forums. So you should all not feel alone in the city. We are all with you. We will always be with you. And together we can, I think, take our country to the glorious heights. We can restore whatever is lacking in Northeast also, and certainly ensure that India gets back its lost glory. Let's pledge to do something for that. Thank you so much for inviting me to this function.